Hey guys, we're over at Crimaz. Next product we're going to take a look at is Crimaz's self-indexing axle shaft for the large frames. And these are, when you start going to high horsepower engines, precision is key, and shifting is definitely one of the biggest issues you will encounter when you start having a lot of horsepower running through an engine. Gears being just slightly off, or the shifter just not completely catching one of the inner dogs will be catastrophic. So Crimaz has taken everything a step further and created an indexing system where it's actually built in and is notched for each gear as it shifts. As you can see, as it goes through, it shifts. So we're going to be using Crimaz's gears, which are a special alloy, especially made to handle the heat and stress that one of these engines are going to be putting this metal through. And as you can see, we're going to drop on. They fit nice and tight, like so. Okay. Then we're going to drop on second gear, and we have to always make sure that you have your neutral. You can see right here, we have the neutral perfectly. The rest of the gears won't need to be indexed because they will just drop directly on. And so you don't have to go and check every single time now that we have the indexing set up in here. They will just drop right into place. So now we're going to put in third. So, come up. Okay, we're in the third. You can see it drops right on. There's no gap. It is directly hitting the dog on the inside. So your cruciform makes perfect contact, perfectly centered. And we're going to put first, and we're using, with this engine, the tolerances are really tight and the gears run very true, so you don't need the slop or the extra space you would need on a standard gearbox. So we're gonna shim this a little bit on the thin side. This is a 0.10 shim that we're gonna be using. Make it nice and tight. And we're gonna drop on the snap ring, like so. And then we'll take a measure. So come in. Come on, honey. Right there, you can see it's perfect. I know the guys here, they're saying with the high-speed, high-powered gearboxes that a tight tolerance like that is key. As you can see, this thing has barely any movement whatsoever, and once you've got oil in the gearbox as well too, it'll be even tighter. And this box is designed to shift. It will be right straight on the gear every single time, right center on the dog, and there'll be no deflection in your gears, less of a chance of a gear walking and blowing out your Christmas tree. So these things are really wild, and you can see with the finish, with the metals are a different type of an alloy, so they have more strength, so they're able to actually drill these out. And these speed holes actually serve two purposes. One, it helps spin the oil around. Two, it lightens the bike up as well, the gear up as well too, and it provides a little bit of a cushion and a soft spot for when you do shift gears and you have the impact of the torque. This actually acts like a buffer. All right guys, sorry, I forgot something that was really important. Actually, one of the coolest things about this gearbox setup is you can use any shifter box you would like on this. You can use one from a VBB, you could use one from a P series, it doesn't matter. So if you're using like a Penasco case, you could use a VBB gearbox, a shifter box, and all you have to do is remove the spring and the indexer, and because it's no longer needed because the indexer is built into this axle shaft. So it makes it a lot easier for sourcing parts. You can use something you have laying around, and it will work just as well as if you were to go and buy a different gearbox. So like and subscribe.